Kanttankrankyi. It's a title recently used to convey respect, authority, and resilience. Chiefs, elders, or highly esteemed individuals might be honored with such a title, comparing their presence and status to the mighty Kanttankrankyi sword. But in Asante history, the sword signifies the office of one of the Asantehene's senior linguists. The Kanttankrankyi office or sword plays a significant historical, ceremonial, and traditional role. Why is the incumbent Otumfuo's linguist called Kanttankrankyi? Let's explore an untold history of the Asante people. During the time of Asantehene Mensah Bonsu, from 1874 to 1883, Opanin Annor, on an errand for the Asantehene to buy salt from the coast, was attacked by assailants, conceivably on his way back to Kumasi. In the process, Opanin Annor defended himself bravely. When Opanin Annor returned to Kumasi and reported his encounter with the attackers to the Asantehene, the king rewarded him with a position as a linguist in recognition of his bravery. This position came with the Kanttankrankyi sword, symbolizing Opanin Annor's courage and strength. Later, Opanin Annor became a keeper of the sword and was called Otumfuo Chiame Annor Kanttankrankyi. The Kanttankrankyi sword was used in punishing victims of otwira, a type of capital punishment pronounced by the king after traditional arbitration for guilty individuals in the past. The attire of the keeper of the Kanttankrankyi sword is often decorated with a necklace, called sompa. This distinctive sword, often worn with a leopard skin hat, has a rich cultural history linked to the power and justice system of the Asantes. The leopard skin hat features many talismans on its front. The sword keeper always carries 4 serpo knives tied together. It's said that the sword keeper dresses to resemble Opanin Annor,